Kelly here with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? Let's wait a couple minutes for people to pop in. I just realized that I couldn't find my own self on my notifications. So maybe other people are having a problem finding me too. So let's give them a couple minutes. How are you guys? I am going to also make sure that my volume is good. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me. Nobody's hit the like yet, so let's do that. And we can talk a little bit about bonus days if you want while we're waiting for some people to pop in. Bonus days is from the 6th of July through the end of the month. And when you shop with me, you're going to earn a $5 coupon for every $50 that you spend. And then you get to redeem that in August. So you have the whole month of August to redeem your $5 coupons, and you can redeem multiple coupons at the same time. So if you spend $100 and you have two $5 coupons, you could spend that $10 on one order. So yeah, super fun. I love that. How are you guys doing? All right? I hope you guys are doing good. So that's how bonus days work. And then don't forget, we have those new online exclusives right now. We have some new products. I don't know exactly what's available in the store because, of course, stuff sells out, and when it's in, but some of the stuff will come back, especially if it's early, like now in the sale that it sells out, they'll bring it back. I know the little truck punch set will be back, I think, the 13th or the 17th, I'm sorry. So in about 4 or 5 days, you should see that back in the store for the bonus day promotion. Don't forget about, if you have any Spanish-speaking friends that may be interested, this Textura Naturals is available with Spanish sentiments. And it's a trial, so if they don't sell a lot of them, there won't be more. But if people are receptive and they want it, then Stampin' Up! Will continue to add additional products such as those. All right, Meaningful Flowers is our new paper pumpkin, and I am super excited about this. I have a feeling that the same artist that did the one with the sunflowers that was super popular and gorgeous drew this one, because it has a watercolor feel, as did the other one, and it's going to have forget-me-nots and lotus flowers, and I think it's going to be a really unique and beautiful kit. So you have until the 10th to sign up for that. Thanks for clicking the thumbs up for me, guys. All right, Kits Collection as a whole. You guys know I love Kits Collection because it's so much fun, right? All the kits that they have. So here's the newest kit, and what I love about this one, it's a non-stamping kit, so it comes together really quickly. You get 8 cards for each of 2 designs, and it's only $13 for 8 cards. Where else can you get 8 cards for $13 that you can make yourself? Plus, the cool boxes that these kits collections come in are fantastic for storage, for shipping fun things. They have those cute little polka dots on them, and they are great. All right. And then, of course, I'm partial to this Boho Beach because I love all things beachy, and that was June's kit. It's still available. It's $22, 8 cards for each of these 2 designs. There's some laser cut die cuts in there. The envelopes look like water. I mean, it is a gorgeous kit, so check that one out as well. All right, I guess it's just the 2 of us, or the 3 of us today, guys, but we are talking about the Sweet Citrus. So it is on page 32 of the current catalog, and you can see it's a rather large stamp set. It is really a fun set. The images on here are 85%, so they're not this small. But I've done some really fun cards with them so far this week, and I hope that you have been enjoying the projects. There have been 4 so far, and today's is the 5th. So I'll show you all of them at the end. All right. This is part of a hybrid embossing folder and die grouping. So the Sweet Citrus Hybrid is the embossing folder and the set of 7 dies that you can get that coordinate with it. When you pair the 2 items together, you get something pretty fantastic. So I hope that that you guys consider this cool bundle. Look at this cool card they have here in the catalog. I thought it was really pretty cool. They have the pink lemonade kind of a thing going on that one, and it's really beautiful with that cool plaid paper. Guys, just let me know that you can hear me, because nobody's said anything since I've popped in, and I know that you have hit the likes, but I just want to make sure that YouTube is working right after we had that one little faux pas. I just want to double check that everything's cool. So just somebody let me know that you're here and that you can hear me. All right, we're going to move on. And let's move the catalog out of the way, and I'll show you this cool card we're going to make today. So this is the card we're making. It is a cherry limeade card. I thought it would be fun to use the cherry punch with the limes on this particular card. Thanks, Lou, for letting me know. I just wanted to double check that everything was working correctly, because now I'm nervous after that one live that cut out on us. So anyway, so we are going to make this cherry limeade, which is one of my favorite drinks, actually, are cherry limeades. I love limes in general. I like to cook with them. I like to squeeze them, like the juice of lime, into my meat when I make tacos, and I just love limes and all citrus things, really, to be honest with you. But so I thought it would be fun to do this card, and I'm going to show you guys how to use the hybrid embossing folder without having to cut out for this particular card. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move this out of the way, and we'll start with our basic base card base, which is our Granny Apple Green. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4, and it's scored there. And we are going to use our bone folder. Hey, Roxanne, welcome. Glad to have you with us. So we are going to go ahead and put these points together here, and then make sure that we have a nice crease. All right, so we have Granny Apple Green is our green base. We have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white cardstock that we are going to use this really cool hybrid embossing folder. This time we're just going to put it through without the dies. And so let me grab my big big boss, because the mini, it won't let it fit through there, the size that we have. So we're going to need our base number 1, and then we're going to put our folder with our paper in it, and then we're going to use number 4, and we're going to go ahead and crank that through. All right, and I'm going to move the base out of the way, and then we'll open this in a second. I'll hold it up to the camera so that you can see it revealed. So here we go, and there is that cool embossing. This is such a beautiful embossing folder. Now, if you wanted to use it to die cut, I've shown you guys how to do that on my Sunday video with the oranges, so check that out. And let's go ahead. We're going to do a little bit of ink blending to really pop these out. We want to add some lime color to it, and we're going to use Parakeet Party. I wanted to go a little bit lighter than the Granny for this blending. So I'm going to grab a scrap piece. Let's see. This one has some blue and green on it already, so it's going to be fine. We're just going to, I always keep scrap papers lying around because I do a lot of things with ink. Yeah, it's a beautiful embossing folders. Yes, I love citrus, Roxanne, so much. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna get off that little initial dark, and then I'm just gonna go over the different pieces. There's some leaves on here, and then we have the citrus. Gonna pick up some more and just make sure that we get some nice bright colors. But I don't want it to be completely green. I want some white to show. So we're really just targeting the raised images. And we'll get this last little lime slice and this green. So there is our background, and it really helps to pop out our, add a little bit more on this lime here. It really helps to pop out our images with adding this little pop of color. So we're gonna go ahead and attach this onto our Granny Apple Green. You can see it's a little bit brighter and lighter than that color. I just thought it really popped it nicely. So I'm gonna grab my silicone mat and my wet adhesive. All right, and I love using wet adhesive with embossing folders because the wet glue seeps into the little nooks and crannies of the back of the embossing foldered image. And I am going to press with my hands, and then I'm going to use my little roller. You guys know I love that little 2-inch roller. I'm not sure if it's linked in the description of the video, but if it's not, I'll try and add it because I do love it. I don't know how many of you guys have bought one of these, but I love this little roller to put my adhesive down. All right, so there is our background. Now I have already stamped and cut these guys out. Again, I will let you know that that was done with the embossing folder in our piece here, and we stamped the limes with the outline, and that was done with Granny Apple Green, and then with the inside, which is this stamp here, was done with Parakeet Party. So those were my two colors that I chose to use, Granny Apple Green and Parakeet Party. And again, the darker was the rind and the lighter color was the inner part of the lime. Thank you, Meleda. Yeah, this is a fun card. I love cherry limeades. Do you guys like cherry limeades? So then I have some vellum here. And we are going to use, I just drew on a scrap paper. You guys see I use scrap paper constantly, right? And so I keep it, and I just, either you can, you know, draw it on a piece of scrap paper. I'm just gonna hold this and cut it. I'm actually not gonna use a pencil. And this is our vellum cardstock. Hey Clem, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me. And so I'm just gonna hold it in place, and I'm just gonna slowly work my way around. And if you hold it tight, it won't shift on you, and you won't have to use a pencil. So whatever size glass, you could draw a different kind of glass if you wanted to. I just drew a regular plain, you know, glass. No unique characteristics to this glass. And we're just working our way down the side here. I'm gonna move my fingers and hold it closer so that it doesn't shift on me. And we'll work our way around. All right, so there's our clear glass that our cherry limeade is in. And I thought that using the Bright and Beautiful 6x6 designer series paper would be perfect for this card because there is a pattern in here. I gotta find it. Where are you? I'm trying to figure out which one has that on the back. Here we go. This one. So the one that has this pattern has this really cool watercolored paper on the back. And I thought this would make a fantastic limeade color behind our glass, don't you think? So that's the one that I chose. I have a scrap of it here off to the side, but I wanted to show you what the full sheet looked like. And this is from the Bright and Beautiful designer series paper. So I have a little scrap here, and I'm going to lay my glass on top, and we don't want the drink all the way to the top of the glass, which is why I haven't cut it all the way out. Thank you, Clem. Yeah, I love bright colors. Love them. So we want this to be kind of straight at the top. We need to leave room for our cherry to be up there and all that good stuff. So we're going to put it about right there, and I'm going to hold it again, and I'm going to use this time my vellum glass as my guide. And we're going to trim around our scrap piece of this watercolored really cool paper, right? This paper was perfect for this limeade. All right, so there is our limeade. I'm bringing it up to the camera so you guys can see. You can see that defining line there at the top of the glass. So one thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to add a little bit of kind of glassy look to the glass. So I took my vellum here, and I'm using boho blue. It's a light blue, and it's one of the new in colors. I'm going to grab a blending brush, and I don't want it too dark, so I'm going to get a lot of it off, and I just want to go around the edges of my glass, and that will help define the glass as a glass. I'm going to start off again and just make sure that it's not too dark. I just want it to be super light around the edges, and I'm going to do it along the top as well. So I'm going to put it against this white part. This is a scrap paper here, but you can see that blue, hopefully, that's around the outer edges. It's actually, in the camera it looks black, but it's actually blue. I don't know why the camera on my end is not looking so fantastic, but anyway, it is blue. So now we're going to layer that. And on my card itself, we are going to be covering, as you can see, with our 3 pieces. We're going to be covering this end because this lime is going to sit here. So we can put some adhesive and attach our glass on that corner. So with vellum, because it's really hard to add adhesive because you can see it, you have to put it wherever it's going to be covered. So I'm going to add some right there. I also have a lime slice on this end of the glass, so I could put a tiny bit right in this corner here. Thank you, Roxanne. So then that one will cover on this side. So let's go ahead and do our cherry. So I have the cherry builder punch, and this is such a fun punch. So first I'm using this little scrap. This is Poppy Parade is the color I decided to use. So I'm gonna do the stem, and the reason I did the stem in the same color is, you know, when you have those maraschino cherries that they put in the cherry limeades, they've been soaked in that grenadine or whatever to turn them super red. So the stems are always like the same color, right? And so I just felt like I had to make the stem the same color. All right, let me get all my little extra pieces. So there's our cherry. We're gonna put that together. I'm gonna cut away this trash here. All right. So let's attach our little stem onto our cherry. So we'll add that. Thanks, Clem. Yeah, this is fun, right? All right, so we're gonna tuck, remember we have no adhesive on this end. We're gonna tuck our cherry this high, and we wanna make sure, my stem stuck out on my other card, and I didn't mind it so much. I thought it was kind of fun. So I'm gonna let it stick out again. So we'll go ahead and put it in about right there. So let's add a little bit of adhesive to our cherry. And we'll slide it in approximately where we want it to go. Our cup's gonna go down. So yeah, right about there, that's good. So there's our cherry. Let's go ahead and attach our lime piece. I'm just laying everything down right now. I'm not gluing it yet. I'm just gluing all the parts together, and then we're gonna lift them up with dimensionals, okay? So let's go ahead and attach our lime onto our card here. So we're gonna put some on top of the vellum. And you wanna make sure that's gonna go down like that, I think. So that is where I want my lime. I'm gonna hold that for a second. And then we're gonna put a lime up here in this corner. So we're gonna put a little bit of adhesive there. We're gonna have our lime in the corner. All right, so now that this is a unit, we can add our dimensionals to the back. So let me grab my dimensionals. You guys know I put a lot of dimensionals, so don't be surprised. I gotta put some in the middle, maybe 2 more. I just like my stuff to have a lot of support. It's just how I am. Gotta put one on this lime up here. Okay, so now we have, this is going to be attached like so. And then we're gonna put our Have a Zesty Birthday, and don't forget our regular slice. So this is gonna get attached down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put adhesive on the back. We'll glue this down first, and then, oops, I don't know if my glue, there we go. My glue wasn't coming out at first. I think I'm getting ready to need a new one of these. I go through a lot of glue. I am constantly creating, so I'm always have a lot of glue going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach our lime, and we want to make sure that it's going to show and it's going to be pretty, so we want to make sure we have the right placement, so that's good there. All right, and I'm going to use my roller again to make sure that our lime adheres nicely. All right, on to this section right here. We're gonna do Have a Zesty Birthday. And so I have a piece of 1/2 inch. I don't know how long it is, but it's just a scrap of 1/2 inch. The DSP piece that I used for the inside was about 3 1/4 by 2 1/2, and the same for the vellum. Let's grab our Granny Apple Green ink pad, and we're gonna stamp Have a Zesty Birthday. I don't go through a pack in a week, but I probably go through at least 1 sheet a week. So they probably last me about 3 weeks because there's 3 sheets. But I go through a lot of dimensionals. I don't like mojitos, and I'm Cuban, but I don't like mint in my drink. Like, for me, a mint is supposed to be like an after dinner thing. I don't like to drink mint. The only exception I drink with mint is I do like, you know, those shamrock shakes that McDonald's sells? I do like those. I don't know if this is dark enough. I feel like my Granny Apple Green is not gonna be good, but we'll see. Yeah, it's like super light. I don't know what's going on with it. Let me scrub across and see if that. I'm gonna flip this over and try again because I didn't really like it. It was too light. I don't know what's going on with this ink pad. I might have to re-ink it. It's tired. This ink pad is tired. Let's try this side and see if it's better. That's a little better. All right, new scrap. Let's grab another one. Let's keep trying. I know it gets annoying, but it has to be inked right. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm gonna just really smash it down and clean it really good and then see if maybe that was the problem. Or I might just need to re-ink my Granny Apple Green. I mean, that's always a possibility. All right, we'll try again. Here we go. Have a zesty birthday. Okay, that's better, but it's not quite as dark as I would like it, but we're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna remember to re-ink this before I put it away. Today, let's clean our ink pad. We're gonna trim down that scrap paper that I used, and we're also going to be using the rhinestones. They are so much fun. Do you guys love the rhinestones? I love them. And I have a section here. So I'm gonna color those. We're gonna use, this is Sweet Sorbet because I wanted it to be a little bit more pink. And so we're gonna color these rhinestones with our blends. I love doing this. I think it's fabulous. I love that we can color our different embellishments, our ribbon and our dots and things like that with Stampin' Blends and make them any color we want. So there are our cool red gems. All right, we're gonna trim this. I'm gonna grab my little trimmer. I love this little guillotine trimmer. It makes my heart happy. All right, so we're gonna just trim those edges. And let's get rid of this one. That didn't work out. All right. So on this part here, we're gonna lay our Have a Zesty Birthday, and we're gonna use some dimensionals. I'm gonna use some minis. 4 minis should be good. I think that one doesn't have the back off of it. I ripped it. Yeah. I think this one's okay. All right. So let's add our dimensionals. And we want to have room to attach it to the card because we need a little spot that kind of overlaps our card. So let me grab our backs off of our dimensionals for our glass. We're getting everything put together. That one didn't come up. That one did. All right. I'm gonna purge. I do about 5 or 6 at a time. Or I try if they want to cooperate. That one doesn't want to listen to me. All right. All right, so all of those are off. And then let's attach onto our card. Got to make sure we have room for the lime to fit. There we go. So cute. All right, so where this is going to touch our card, I'm going to put a little bit of wet glue and we'll finish attaching our vellum piece. which will help keep our glass down. So you see how to use your vellum, how to glue it, like I have it glued here and here and here, and that's enough to hold it down onto our card. And then we're gonna add a little bit of adhesive there on that end that's gonna overlap, and that's gonna cover the glue that I just put underneath that vellum, and no one will know it's there. All right, got that. So that's the little spot that I put my vellum adhesive, so I have to make sure that I cover that. And there's my Have a Zesty Birthday. We're gonna push down our limes, our cherries, and then let's add our fun red, reddish pink, wherever I feel it happening. Oops, I dropped that one. Let me get my putty working. There we go. That's much better. Put one over here. You gotta have one on this side, maybe down there. Flip you over. Come on, there we go. And I like to do them kind of in a triangular format, you know, so we have to do one down here. Let's put one right there. So there is our Cherry Limeade birthday card. I think that turned out super cute. Hi Rita, thanks for joining us. Yes, this is a fun card, guys, super fun. So let me show you the dimensions of this little, I'm gonna grab a scrap. The dimensions of this little drink cup. So it looks like it's about 3.5 inches by, at the top it's about 2 1/4, and at the bottom it's about 1 3/4. So it tapers. So what I did was I grabbed like a scrap piece, and to draw my glass is I just went ahead and went straight across and made a line like that, okay? And then I started tapering this side down. And then I did this side as well. And I thought that looks too much like a beer glass. So I took my eraser and I erased this side, and I thought it was too much taper. So then you just work your way down this side, and just don't be as severe, you know, just bring it in, but just lightly. And I really like that a lot more. See how I did that? But I don't like this end right here. So I'm gonna fix that. And then for the height, I want about 3 1/4, 3.5. So I'm gonna bring it down just slightly more. Like that. And then let's erase this line. I don't like that. So I'll bring it down a little bit more. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to slowly work my way. And I want to round this just a little bit more. So I'm going to bring that down, and then I'll erase that inside line. I'm a big fan of white erasers. I have like this eraser and this eraser. I use them all the time. They're both by Pentel, so I love them. This is just in a pen form. And then this one's like this. I use both of them all the time. I keep them all over, like right near me on my desk. That's how I drew my cup. So it's not too hard to do. You guys can do it. I'll tell you what, if you guys buy this citrus set from me this week, I will make you your own cup, and I will put it in the mail to you. All right, let's talk about our cards for the week. So today turned out pretty good, I think. This was Sundays. We did oranges. And then on Monday, we did coconuts. And then on my live on Tuesday, we did lemon. I'm going to move these guys over a little bit more so we can get everything in the camera. And then we did lemon on Tuesday. And then yesterday I had the grapefruit. So I think, let's see if they will all fit in camera. I think they do. Yay! So we have orange, coconut, lime, lemon, and grapefruit. So this is a pretty awesome, versatile set. This embossing folder makes it even more fantastic. The fact that you can die cut and emboss at the same time. I really love this little grouping, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this week. Don't forget, tomorrow I will have a product spotlight, and you won't want to miss it. It's a pretty product. So check out my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and you will be able to see that's where this card and this card was. These three were on YouTube, but these two were on my website. And then on Saturday, if you missed any of these, on Saturday, I always do a summary for the week. So you'll be able to see everything that I showed if you go to my website. So if you guys make it a habit to go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, I have on the sidebar, or if you're on your mobile, all the way at the bottom, you can sign up for blog updates. And then you will get always an email that gives you the information of what I've posted for the day. I do blog every single day. So I'm so happy to have you guys with me today. Thanks for popping in when I did my live. And I'm grateful always for your company and your support. Please share this video with your friends. And if you guys popped in and you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. And I appreciate having you guys with me. Does anybody have any questions for me before I let you go? You're welcome, Lou. All right, if there's no questions, guys, I guess I will let you go. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you again soon. Don't forget, I have a live stream every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and one on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I do have videos throughout the week and information on my website. So thanks for being here. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!